It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling.
That can only
Here we go. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. And it is a Wednesday, which means it's time for the Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. Yes, get involved. Our foodie panel is here. We have Grace Stevens and the lovely Angie boy joining us to answer all of your cooking conundrums this morning. Give us a call, 021-430-9881. It's all about chocolate because with the festive season approaching, we are going to tackle all things chocolate. It's one of those ingredients that we just love adding to our festive desserts, and this is what we are talking about this morning. Ladies, welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And I love it. I can see the excitement on their faces talking about chocolate.
Yes.
Look, who doesn't love chocolate? But let's talk about this. Festive desserts, of course, it's a favorite. We turn to our festive desserts over the festive season. It's the highlight, I can almost say, of any kind of food table as well. But how can we use chocolate to decorate them even further, making them look absolutely unique?
Many options.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
Indeed.
lots and lots of things to do
Okay.
with chocolate. I think first of all, what's easiest thing to do is to melt it down.
Yeah.
And then you can just make decorations out of it.
So you've melted down some chocolate and then put them in like little piping
Little
bags.
piping bags, which are easy
you've
enough
made
to
yourself?
make. You make them out of paper, so you just do that.
Wait, hang on. You cut this how? In a triangle?
It's in a triangle.
Okay.
And then you just turn it into a cone and just keep going around, tuck it in, piping bag.
And look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you pour your chocolate in here, melted chocolate.
Right.
And then you can do whatever shapes you want. So I don't know if we
Yeah, no, please. So what do
we'll
we
need
just have a standard chocolate cake over there?
Yeah, we need a pair of scissors
I'll get
just
you
to.
a pair of scissors.
Awesome.
All right.
You just want to cut the end off.
All right. So
Can't really
obviously
see what
depending on
I'm
how big you cut them.
Yes,
Yeah.
is how, and then you can just sort of do whatever you want.
Oh, look at that. Eh? The professional coming out now.
That's
You
so
can make
lovely.
little hearts. I love hearts.
Okay.
Grace is gonna play a little bit.
I think just make anything. You let it dry. I mean,
Yeah.
you can pop it in the fridge. I mean, we really shouldn't, but we do. We all do. And you just take them off carefully and pop them on top of your cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You
they
can do
will actually
whatever,
come off.
Yeah,
They
do
will.
whatever
You have to
want,
let them to firm up like
They've
that.
got to firm up.
And
they
can you
have
do
to.
it on the actual?
Of course you
need
can,
to?
straight
can.
onto the cake,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
If you
So
just
you
sort
can
of
even write.
zigzag
Yeah.
or a
So you
drizzle.
can write Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
See how
There
I
we go.
pretended to do that?
Come on. We know that you can do it.
Another thing to do is to just take your melted chocolate and spread it on one of these non-stick papers onto a tray, and then I also pop it in the fridge just to get it to set slightly. As soon as it's set but not totally hard, you can take a little cookie cutters and cut out shapes from it.
Right.
Or you can take a really sharp knife and cut tiles that you can then put around the side of the cake. Plenty of
Okay.
things you
Well,
can
there's
do.
an idea.
Yeah.
What's really trendy is to pour some melted chocolate on and then just scrunch up your paper.
Yeah.
You let it dry and that peels off and you can pop it on top of your cake to add some height to your cake.
My word.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's something different for sure. Thank you very much, ladies. We're going to have them join us once again in just a little bit. But if you have any questions regarding maybe chocolate, maybe decorating, how to use chocolate, how to melt it down, I don't know what your questions, give us a call, 021-430-9881. Angie and Grace is here. She's going to be answering all of your questions in just a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling.
Well, welcome now back to the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. Yes, and it's all about chocolate as we're entering the festive season right now. So give us a call, 021-430-9881 for your chocolate questions. If you have any questions around there, we have Grace and Angie on standby to answer your calls. So we have a caller on the line right now, ladies. Molly from Sunset Beach. Good morning, Molly.
Good morning, Ewan. How are you today?
I am very, very well. And may I just say, you live in a beautiful place, Sunset Beach. Love it.
Oh, it's fabulous. The only trouble is we do get a lot of wind.
Well-
but other than that, it is
The
divine.
views are amazing. The views are amazing. Right, so Molly, what is your question?
Okay, I want to know how you stick chocolate slabs together.
Okay.
Is there a type of solution? Because I'm busy in the proceeds of trying to start a little business, and I want to know how I can glue chocolate slabs together.
Okay. Well, let me take a guess. You're not going to use normal glue.
No.
Okay, no, just saying. All right, Molly. So, what do you ladies say?
I'm just relieved that you're not answering the question.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it to the experts.
I think the best thing to use to glue chocolate to chocolate is chocolate.
Really?
Yes, melted chocolate. So you could do the same sort of thing. So you just melt it and pop it in a bag, and then you can cut a little hole at the end, and you just put a little bit of melted chocolate.
Is there a hole in the end of that?
I
Grace?
have made one.
Okay.
So you just pop a little bit of melted chocolate on one side. I'm crossing my fingers in my head right now.
And then again, you can pop that into the fridge, and as soon as it sets, it'll stick together and be the glue.
There we
How's
go.
that, Molly?
So chocolate for chocolate.
Oh, I will definitely try that because I actually tried icing sugar, and I made a solution, and I can't say it was very successful.
No, it wouldn't
so
be.
I will definitely take a look at that and try it, and I'm hoping and praying that works.
Look, this is what the experts say, and it's a win-win for you because you get more chocolate on top of the chocolate, which is amazing. Thank you very much, Molly, for calling, and have a lovely day.
Thanks, and you too.
I can really see what you can build with this, hey? Come on,
Oh,
slab.
yes.
Build an entire house.
Grace, don't go breaking it right now. Seriously?
You know, you eat what you break. You know, those are the rules of the kitchen.
I see where you're going. I see where you're going. So on the back of that, when it comes to decorating with chocolate, you know, what would be the best type of chocolate to use?
Well, you want to use a good quality chocolate. If you're going to temper your chocolate, you're going to need to buy a high quality, like a 70% Lindt or Valrhona or Couverture.
Okay.
That's not always possible for the man in the street because you can't find it. But you can, if you don't want to temper, what I do, my little trick is I take good quality chocolate and I take a little bit of baking chocolate and I mix the two together.
Okay.
And then it works perfectly. You don't have to worry about tempering.
And then you get it nice and smooth.
Especially if you're just working at home. You know, if you've got a business and it's a different story, you're going to have a tempering machine, you're going to have a bath that works that way.
Yeah.
But for the average guy at home, you just want some Lindt, that's 70%, and a little bit of baking chocolate, mix the two together, bam.
Well, there's a trick, but I've never actually managed to. It actually scares me to melt chocolate over something like a bain-marie or something like that. But yeah, very cool tip. Thank you very much. Keep those questions coming. Anything regarding chocolate and sweet this morning, the number is 021-430-9881. We'll be back with the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC 3, and it's time once again for the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. Yes, here we go. We have Grace Stevens and Angie Boyd in studio with us, talking all things festive and chocolate and sweet and just oh so delicious. And the ladies are very excited as well. You can also call us 021-430-9881. That's the number to call if you have a question around anything decorating with chocolate or chocolate related. Now, first up, we had a question, ladies, on Facebook from Nklantla Alice saying how to make a chocolate cake. I just want you to show us how to make a basic chocolate cake, but you're going to zhuzh it up. I know this.
Of course, we always zhuzh it up. Well, the first ingredient we need in a chocolate cake is some chocolate.
Okay.
So I've melted down some chocolate with some butter here, and I've left it just to cool a little bit. You don't want it super, super hot.
Right.
Okay. Then I'm going to recruit Angie.
Excellent.
She's the expert.
Excellent.
She should excellently whip up the eggs.
Okay.
And pop some buttermilk in here too.
So eggs, buttermilk. So on that side you have chocolate and some butter as well.
You know what goes so beautifully with chocolate is orange. So I'm
Really?
going to use this clover crush here. Oh, orange and chocolate is just such
It's a classic combo.
So that's just it's
Really,
100%,
really great.
100% orange
Half
fruit
a
juice
cup
blend,
of
clover
this.
crush. What on earth? That's amazing.
This is stunning, yeah.
Because
That's
of
mix
course,
that in
with
there.
So
chocolate and orange
is
just
a perfect combo.
Yeah.
So instead of your water or coffee, you're replacing it with orange juice.
Okay.
And the added acid, the acidity of the orange is also going to marinate your protein in your flour and give you just amazingly soft, moist cake.
That is interesting.
Flour, sugar, and of course this is nice double chocolate, so this is nice cocoa to go in there.
Yes.
And my raising agent, so put all that in that. And then I'm just going to mix them all together.
You guys make it look so easy.
It is easy.
Because it is easy, Ewan.
Jeez,
Baking
like it.
shouldn't be complicated. It should be fun. and stress-free.
Okay, definitely. Even something for the gents to try. Come on, gents.
So this is an amazing, rich, beautiful, decadent, dense cake.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted a super simple cake, you would just take something like a pound cake.
Yeah.
And replace some of the flour with cocoa powder, and then you've got a very basic chocolate cake.
Right.
Which is another way to do it. But for me, I would definitely pick this one.
Right, so in
this is
Klantla, it's very, very easy. I hope you're watching this morning, but if you would like the recipe, it is on our website, expressoshow.com. We'll put it up for you there. And look at that beautiful batter.
Look at that. You don't want to overmix it. You don't want to overstretch your gluten. And then we just pop it into this lovely bundt tin. And I think the bundt tin just makes it bake just a little bit more evenly.
Yeah, and you know what's nice is you never have to worry about that sinking in the middle feeling with the bundt tin because it's
really?
already got a hole in it.
And it's so easy to slice.
Well, now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foolproof. There we go.
So that goes into the oven. Up until it's done. How long would you say would that
For
go
about
into?
25 minutes in the oven.
25 minutes?
Yeah, 25 minutes.
You see now, that is super, super easy. And then once it comes out, you decorate it with some chocolate.
Yep, because you can never have too much chocolate, so you've got to have more chocolate on top of the chocolate cake.
You know,
Chocolate
you can never have
icing.
enough chocolate. And maybe some orange shavings. I don't know.
Yes.
Something
And
like that.
you know, talking about shavings, it's so easy to use a potato peeler and some of your chocolate. And can you see how easy that is?
And
just to
especially when
make
you've held the chocolate in your hand, it gets a little bit more warm and soft, and it's a lot easier to grate it like that.
And look at that.
How beautiful.
Very, very easy. So, Klantla, there you have it. That is how you make a very interesting chocolate cake. And you're also using Clover Crush, 100% orange. I mean, seriously, this is a very, very cool ingredient. Thank you very much, ladies. Love it, love it, love it. We're going to have one more segment with our culinary experts. Give us a call, 021-430-9881 if you have any chocolate-related questions.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
Well, jumping into the kitchen one last time with our lovely ladies for the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. Here we go. Oh, man, the rest of the studio let me down on that one, but it's okay. Thank you, Graham. Yes, so we've had some amazing questions, some great chocolate cake recipe as well. But we had a question from Diana from Brackenfell saying that she got a truffle oil as a present. Now, what can she do with truffle oil? What is truffle oil?
Firstly, she's very lucky because truffle oil is extremely expensive.
Very lucky, Diana. Very, very
A
lucky.
nice mate over there.
Okay.
It's just truffle oil is just oil infused with truffles. You know those beautiful things that the piggies sniff out.
Okay.
But so not to be confused with chocolate truffles, obviously.
Yes. Okay.
So it's
okay.
a savoury item with a savoury application. So I don't know, take a nice macaroni cheese and jazz it up with some mushrooms and some herbs, and then you drizzle that truffle oil over the top. And it's almost got like a hint of garlic to it, the truffle oil. So it really goes well with anything with garlic and mushrooms as well, and any other herbs.
That's interesting because I'm so confused right now because when I say truffle oil, it sounds like something that should be in a dessert.
It does, doesn't it?
It does, it
Truffle
does.
oil, truffles, chocolate
Because
truffles,
you get
see?
chocolate truffles.
But that's the thing.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Okay, well, there we have it, Diana. Thank you very much for your question. I do hope that that it helps in it. So whip up that pasta and let us know how it went. Thank you very much, ladies. That was a whole lot of fun. That's your Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting on your Wednesday morning.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
So ladies, one more question. Seems that there's a lot going around, in terms of, chocolate and what to do with chocolate throughout the festive season. So we have another question that I can quickly ask you. Sanesh on Facebook asked us how to make chocolate mousse. It's one of those kind of recipes that you just have to have over a festive season.
Yes.
Chocolate mousse is really easy to make, actually. Sorry, I'm just trying to fiddle my stuff
All
here. So you would take a good quality chocolate, and what I quite like to do is buy those flavoured chocolates. You know, the orange chocolate, the Lindt with the orange chocolate, or salted caramel, or whatever.
Okay.
So you buy a flavoured chocolate. I do 100 grams of chocolate, 3 eggs separated.
Okay.
So you melt your chocolate, you add your egg yolks first, mix it in, a little dash of liqueur, because liqueur makes everything better.
Absolutely.
And then you whisk up your egg whites separately in a clean bowl. And when they're lovely and frothy and fluffy, you fold that into the base mixture. That is the simplest chocolate mousse you can make.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really sound that complicated
It's
at
not.
all.
It's very, very
And then, of
easy.
course, you can serve it as is, or what else can you do with it? If you really want to make a statement with your chocolate
You
mousse?
know, for Christmas, using your mousse to make a chocolate trifle kind of puts a spin on that traditional Christmas trifle. So you would layer chocolate sponge, like a chocolate cake, with some nice red, like deep, dark cherries, lovely, you know, all those lovely fruits that are really nice and
You could
summery.
make a black forest trifle.
You could make a black forest trifle.
You just had me a trifle. I'm a big fan of trifle. Okay, so very, very easy. No kind of pitfalls that you need to look for when it comes to making mousse. It's really
I think it's
straightforward.
more just making sure your chocolate's melted correctly, which means over a double boiler. And the water must never be boiling. It should just be hot. What I do is I bring the water to the boil, take it off the stove, and then put the bowl of chocolate on top. So then you don't have any risk of burning it, because chocolate burns really easily.
Just on that point, I think this is where, because I've tried to melt chocolate down like that, and I failed horribly. At what point do you kind of realize, okay, well now anything beyond this point is not going to work? What do you look out for if you really want to get that smooth chocolate consistency?
Well, chocolate does split, and you will know that it's split because suddenly the oil starts rising on the top of your chocolate. And lots of people would toss it. You can save it.
Okay.
You can.
How?
You can add a little bit more butter to that,
All
or
right.
a little bit of cream to that, and you could save it. I would say it takes a lot of patience to save it. So if you're in a rush, starting over is quicker than trying to save it.
I
So
agree
you'll
with
have
that,
to weigh up, do I have the time to save this, or can I just toss it and start again?
Okay, but best just take it easy from the get-go. Don't rush.
Patience.
Chocolate, if you put it in your mouth, it melts in your mouth. So it melts just below body temperature.
Okay.
So if you can imagine, you don't need much heat to get it nice and smooth like this.
Okay, great
So
tip.
gentle.
Ladies, thank you very, very much. I'm looking forward to those festive desserts that you're going to be bringing to us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'm hoping.
Then to Angie's house for mousse.
Or Angie's house for mousse. That's your Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting.